IMTS 2010, we caught up with Jeremy Bout, producer of The Edge Factor, a show that looks at the stories behind manufacturing. We met him again at MFG to find out the latest on the show, along with Pete Zelenski, senior editor at Modern Machine Shop. This is a super cool show, and if you have a passion for manufacturing, you won't want to miss this segment. Check it out.
Gone underground in search of copper and gold.
As 33 miners are found alive in a collapsed mine,
They'll be trapped for weeks longer, perhaps even months.
It's believed they're trapped in a space the size of a small apartment.
It's something that's never been done, but we felt that with our past experience, depths, diameters, and rock hardness, that we truly had a shot at it.
The darkness conjures up images of what could be. The ceiling starts to feel like it's getting lower.
Crumpled, dirty notes were pulled from a drill sent down into the mine.
Human life is a completely different set of parameters. I mean, that's why we were out there working 2 and 3 days without any sleep at all. Everything was just flying and going wonderful. And then all of a sudden, our worst nightmare happened, and everything just ground to a screeching halt.
Real life, real stories, real manufacturing. Man, machine. The Edge Factor Show.
Hi, I'm Penny DiCarlo with IMTSTV here at the MFG meeting in Chandler, Arizona. I'm with Pete Zelenski, the senior editor of Modern Machine Shop, and Jeremy Bout, the producer and host of The Edge Factor. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Sure.
All right, so Jeremy, can you just give us an overview of The Edge Factor?
Sure. Edge Factor is a show that really spotlights manufacturing stories, talking about real people doing exciting stuff. Started as a dream for me because I came from manufacturing, felt a lot of people misunderstand manufacturing. So we felt that we could do something with a show to change that.
Can you give me a little more about the inspiration you had for this project?
Yeah, I found that, when we would talk with people, they would either not know that the industry's there, or they would, when they think of it as a dirty place. And I knew it as a really amazing technological place. So that, to me, was the way that I could communicate to people that it really is very different, I think, than the public's perception.
So what kind of things have you been featuring on the show?
We started with our story, which was we shot in 3D, making actually a 3D camera rig from scratch. We needed it, didn't exist, so we made it. And so that was the first one. This, of course, we just released the Chilean mine rescue story. And if you think about what you heard in the media, if there was no rescue, there would be no story. And so really, to me, one of the biggest heroes in this situation was the guys who built and made the technology that got the guys out of the hole.
So Peter, can you tell me a little bit about Modern Machine Shop's connection to the show?
Oh, sure. Modern Machine Shop historically has been primarily a technology magazine about metalworking technology. Jeremy with The Edge Factor is speaking to another piece of the puzzle, and maybe even a more significant piece, which is the people who are going to be engaged with manufacturing in the future. So we learned about this project, and talking to Jeremy, we just decided we wanted to support it. We are building awareness for it. I'm a technology consultant to the show. We're trying to build connections. Really, we want to give this show to the industry and find other supporters and believers who can help us bring this show to a bigger audience.
Great. Now, Jeremy, I know we caught up with you at IMTS, so can you tell me what's gone on since then?
Yeah, IMTS was really amazing because it was a litmus test for us. We wanted to see, okay, how are people going to respond to this? And at IMTS, we had a lot of people coming to us, but post IMTS, we have had so many stories coming to us, and we're probably more excited now than we ever have been, because these stories aren't cheesy at all. These are, you've got NASA guys contacting us about the Mars rover. You've got medical manufacturers talking about life-changing technology. So we've had a lot of activity in that way. And so we literally have been talking up a storm with people, trying to figure out how we're going to actually launch this thing. Had an author contact me. We're considering how we can get recruiting DVDs into schools. We're talking about educational materials for the classroom. As well, we are looking to pursue broadcast as well.
Can you give me a little more about the educational element?
Absolutely. We specifically are looking at taking if you think about Edge Factor, it's actually one huge case study for students, because if they're trying to learn machining and they're trying to talk about manufacturing, if they open a textbook up, what happens in a show is actually bringing those pages to life. So we're talking about taking a resource like an Edge Factor show that will allow teachers then to transport the kids into a real life situation, whether it be a racing, medical, or defense. I mean, you name it, it turns into a learning atmosphere for the youth.
Great. So Peter, to shift gears a little bit, what do you think of MFG?
I think this meeting is wonderful. I think that this is, the thing about manufacturing is manufacturers work in timeliness situations that would be considered emergencies in almost any other industry. So there are very specific parts made to very specific tolerances according to very tight timing. And where is the room in that for big picture thinking about where we're at at this moment in time, and where the industry is going and what the industry needs? And the leaders of manufacturing, a whole lot of them, are right here talking about those kind of questions, and I think it is wonderful, and it is the right moment for that too. Manufacturing has in the recent past gone through a pretty difficult time in America, but now things are really busy and really picking up, and investment is really starting to happen again, and that the heat is on. We're in Arizona, so it's a dry heat, but the heat is on, and this is the moment where the future course over at least the next decade or so needs to be decided, and people are here thinking about that, and it's exactly the right place to be right now.
And Jeremy, has this been successful for you?
It's been a wonderful time. I really felt that this was going to be a pivotal moment for us. Much like IMTS was, and so we're very thankful for the response. We've had so many people come out and say, "Look, we want to help you. We're going to do what we can to get behind you guys." So yeah, we're very thankful for this time.
Wonderful. Well, good luck to you. Thank you both for joining us today. This has been Penny DiCarlo with IMTS-TV.
The IMTS 2012 conference brings industry and technology experts together under one roof and at one time to discuss new opportunities. Network with a community of your industry peers and explore fresh ideas to enhance your business. Leave with different perspectives on overcoming day-to-day and long-range challenges. Sessions explore innovative as well as revered technologies, business development and optimization, plus workforce efficiency and productivity. Special emphasis is placed on maintaining focus on your short and long-term goals in these competitive business times. This industry and technology forum will be bigger and better than ever, and will bring together experts from the industry to give you the most useful and up-to-date technical information available. Here you will have the opportunity to gather news of the latest advancements in products and services, along with gaining insights into the future of manufacturing technology. Sign up for the IMTS Insider e-newsletter, and you will be notified when the registration opens for the conference and what sessions and tracks are being planned. To find out how to apply to become a presenter at the IMTS 2012 conference, log on to imts.com. The IMTS conference is where education, industry, and technology connect. Only at IMTS 2012. Be there.